Hi, just wanted to do a quick rant, I guess, to let some steam off in between um, work and doing all kinds of things. Because I'm sort of like an occupational nomad. Like, I don't really have a 9 to 5 job. I can't stand jobs like that. I have like a bunch of little jobs that I've been picking up, like, freelance stuff, as well as doing the tutorials for my videos, which I've been doing. I'm trying to get a few out and have a lot of content because I'm going to be going out of town for a few days next week. So I want to have, stuff done or have more things in progress in terms of my tutorial videos as promised from my February update. So the tin can one is coming along pretty good. I have part 1 ready, but like I said in my update, I won't post that one unless the final outcome actually works, like the tutorial comes out okay. So I'm going to hold off on that. The part 1 for my soda fountain bag has already been posted and I'm still working on it. It's so frustrating. I don't know what it is, but this month I've just been so ambitious. I don't know if I bit off more than I could chew. Damn, I just need to let off some steam. I mean, I'm sure we all go through this. Stress. Mainly stress. When I was little, I thought adults had everything. They knew everything. They had no problems. They had everything figured out. And, if you're an adult watching this, which I hope you do because this is an adult crafting channel, we don't. Oh, God, I'm like a giant child. It's fun and sad at the same time. I never feel like I have it down like those people who graduated high school, went to college, graduated on time, and then had a career, and now they own their own house. Which, I mean, I own my own house too, but I gotta thank my husband for that because I barely contributed to that one. Also contributing to my stress this month, the weather is just like effing up my sinuses. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm having like major allergies and I have like a really bad cough. That's annoying, first of all. Some of my sewing projects that I'm doing for people, it's just like stuff is just not coming out right, or it comes out right to me and they don't like it, so I have to go back and redo some things. So that, of course, is frustrating in itself because it takes longer to take apart things and then put it back together. You got to take apart things carefully because then you see the holes in it and you end up ruining it. So I'm just frustrated right now. And then I'm trying to get some commissions for this other job I'm doing, and it's like going slow like a turtle, and just, oh. And the thing that I learn as you get older, and I kind of got inspiration for this video because I watched the Jenna Marbles video on second puberty, and it just made me laugh so hard because a lot of stuff she said was so true. Like, you totally do go through a second puberty. Like, your body just starts changing and it does weird things, like when you're getting towards your 30s. I'm just learning how my body copes with stress now that I'm almost 30. I turn 30 next month. And when I get stressed, and I've learned this the last couple years, I learned that I have alopecia, and when I have really bad stress, it triggers my alopecia, so I start losing hair, which I think I am doing because my hairbrush certainly has more hair in it, and I can feel hair like falling on my arms and stuff when I'm out and about in the house or whatever. So that's one thing. The sewing stuff is 2 things. These freaking ambitious craft tutorials, which I really hope work out because I would like to share that with everyone who is also overly ambitious with making their own crap. Okay, so my son has to go to a special therapy place, it does like occupational therapy and other things for his ADD. So at first, we did a walkthrough with him and we're like, okay, well, this is really cool. Our insurance should cover it or whatever. And then it came back that we were going to have to pay like some weird deductible or something. So at first I was like, you know what, never mind. And this was after my husband went out of town for work. I was just like, never mind. We just financially cannot pay co-pays every week, twice a week, every week for months. Like that, we just can't do that. So at the time, the lady was like, no, we'll waive everything. We'll just start coming to the appointments, and we'll monitor the insurance, make sure that they're paying. And she's like, and I see you're on the highest tier of your insurance. I'm so sure. Like, she was just so sure it was going to work out. And I really was like, no. Like, this lady, you know, she played hardball with me, you know what I mean? And I was just like, look, we can't afford it. She's like, no, we won't charge you the copay. We'll waive it. And I swear to God, she said, you won't pay anything. We'll just monitor the insurance to make sure that it is covering it. And then at the end of the month, we'll see where we are. And if they don't end up covering it, well, then we won't continue any further. So I was like, so you guys won't charge us anything? And she's like, no, we'll monitor their insurance. And I'm looking at your insurance and everything looks good. I'm sure everything will work out okay. So, all right. My son goes to 2 appointments. Thank God. And I'll tell you right now, like a bimbo, I spaced out and I forgot 2 appointments because I've been trying to keep up with other things. So he missed 2 appointments. Out of the month, he was supposed to do 4. He only went to 2. This last week was his last appointment. He saw the occupational therapist. That day, they were like, one of the ladies came up to me and she's like, oh, okay, we just wanted to talk to you about the insurance. And I go, well, the other lady that called me, she said that she was monitoring it and that everything should be fine. She's like, oh, okay. And then, fucking today, I get a call from that place. And this is why I'm so upset. Just hear me out if you've ever gone through shit where they tell you one thing and then they totally do another thing. The lady calls me and says, you know what? I've been monitoring insurance and you know what? They're not paying anything on it. And I'm here on the phone like, okay, so then I guess you're going to drop us, right? It's all good. She's like, yes, now we have to put together a contract to talk about your reimbursement. And I go, my what? I go, you said that I wasn't going to pay anything. She's like, no, we said we would waive your co-pays. And I'm like, well, how much do I fucking owe? And she's like, well, since you only came twice, and this is why I said earlier, thank God I spaced out on those 2 other appointments. She's like, your balance is 105. Okay, I understand. You're watching this, you're like, 105 isn't bad. But that's completely fucking sidelined me because they told me that I wasn't going to have to owe anything because, oh, I'm so sure I'm looking at your insurance. It's the highest tier. You're not going to owe anything. Everything's going to be fine and we'll waive it. We'll do a little experiment here. You know, they want my money. They want our insurance money, obviously. You know, and I should have just hung up on the lady because she was so persistent at first. And so I'm like, I'm going to have to pay back $105. Great. I go out of town next week. There goes part of my, money. So pissed off about that. I told my husband he's pissed off too. So add that on to my load of stress already from this month. Then, as you all know, I had a hysterectomy last month. The only reason why I did it, not because of the pain. Well, I did it because of the pain, but I could have lived whatever, I didn't want to, I wanted a better quality of life. So they had told me it'll be covered 100%. Great. Sign me up. Let's get the surgery done. A month has already passed, whatever. I get a statement in the mail today. A statement from accounting. Why am I getting a statement? So here I am opening up thinking, okay, less than $200 max we'll have to pay back for whatever the hell this is. I open up this statement. The hospital says I owe $4,655 fucking dollars when they told me it would be 100%. So you can imagine my stress level just went nuts when I opened this statement. So I'm here freaking out. It's already past 5 o'clock. The offices are closed. So, I'm here stressing out, having a cow. And my husband's just like, well, the hospitals always try and do that. They did it to me on my bariatric surgery, but it was covered 100% and I had it fixed. And I hope he's right, because if that's the case, whatever, we don't have that kind of money. Honestly, like I said, going back to when I was little, I thought adults had it all planned out. Like, a lot of us don't. We're just floating like little turds in the pond, in the swimming pool. So as you can imagine, I'm so stressed out. I can't wait to take my vacation. I don't know what's going to happen with this hospital bill. I really hope that it gets cleared, whatever it is, because even when I had my children, it was covered 100%. I didn't get billed for any outpatient services, which is what they're supposedly billing me for. Outpatient services for 1 day. 1 day. Like, that is ridiculous. I don't even know what that means. I should hire a medical transcriber. I don't even know how much that costs, but it's like $4,600? Are you serious? I try to manage my stress right now with that karaoke app, and that only worked for the time I was singing, and then it just dawns on me again that I owe all this money. I should have, it's just like, have you ever been in a situation where they tell you one thing and then it turns out to be another? Like $105, yeah, that's not a lot. Should I pay it when they told me one thing and then now it's fucking another? But then when I remember her talking about this, I was like, and I remember telling her when we got off the phone that first time when she was like playing hardball with me, trying to like be a greasy car salesman or whatever. She was just like, well, blah, 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 we'll waive it. And I said, so if insurance thing doesn't work out, I'm not going to owe anything, right? And I remember her saying, oh, no. We're just, we want to try and help your son. And I was like, okay, that's cool. I want to be the best person I can be. That's why I had the surgery, to have a better quality of life. That's why I went to this other doctor, so my son can have a better quality of life and it can help him with his problems. And I feel like I'm just getting effed, screwed at every corner I turn. So I just wanted to share that. This is where I am at this point in the month. If you know of any good stress relievers or whatever, let me know in the comments below, because I'm going nuts in my house with all these things. So yeah, thank you for listening to this really strange rant. I know it makes no sense, but I'm so stressed out. Like, I have to let it out and tell the internet my problems. I love it. I love when people tell me one thing and then it comes out to be a fucking other thing. Well, have a good night. Enjoy your day, your weekend. I'll do some vlogging when I get to New York and Delaware. Some shenanigans go on that album. So thank you very much. Bye.